The Delta keyer inside DaVinci Resolve Fusion is probably the best keyer I've ever used, and I've been using quite a few inside of After Effects. Delta keyer is very fast and efficient, and it's very simple to get a nice clean key, assuming that you shot your chroma key, you know, without shadows and all of that. In this video, I will show you how simple it is to make a nice clean key inside of DaVinci Resolve Fusion. Alright, let's jump into DaVinci Resolve here, and I got this Danish girl that is reading from a script on a teleprompter, and the first thing I'm doing here is to grade this footage. And if you jump in here and have a look at my grade here, it's just a simple color space transform and some simple color grade here, so we can get a bit of contrast and, you know, saturation and all of that. Because the thing is here that I want to do this before we go into Fusion. And this workflow has served me quite well if we grade first and then do the key inside of DaVinci Resolve Fusion. And to do this, you will basically just do your grade here, and then you can make a new compound clip like this. So now when we go into DaVinci Resolve Fusion, we are bringing our grade with us. And that's pretty neat. Okay, so here in Fusion, we are going to add our Delta keyer, just like that. And then we're going to choose this picker and we drag it, we click and hold and drag it into our viewport here. And I noticed that we are getting the best key if we choose the darker parts of the image, and that would be the corner. In my case. So I'm going to grab a green sample right here, and with this checkered background, it's quite hard to see our key. So what I'm going to do is go in here and change my view to only show the alpha channel, like this. So now it's much easier to see the key that we're creating, and we can still go back and find the best green sample here. And as you can see, she's not really white, and that is our purpose here, to get her all white and the background totally black. So I'm going into Mate here and start to play around with this parameter called Threshold. And as you can see, we are removing all of that gray stuff on her. So we're making her more white, and by moving the low threshold, we can remove all of that gray stuff in the background. It's hard to see here, but there's probably a little bit down here in the corner. If we can, yeah, you see that? If we move the threshold up like this, we can get rid of all of that noise. So here's a good start for our key here. Let's have a look here in the edges. It looks pretty good. To the left in the image here, we have a table that we don't want to keep in this key. So what are we going to do here is let's just go back to our colors here. And I'm going to grab a simple rectangular mask. And by default, the rectangle mask goes into the effect mask input into Delta keyer. That's a mouthful. But we are going to connect this into our garbage mate. And that is this input here. So let's just connect it like so, and we need to invert it like this, and then we just expand it and make sure that we are removing our table over here, and still give her a lot of space so that she can move her arms, so that we're not cutting off her arms in case she wants to move her hands out to the sides. The cool thing about the Delta keyer is it's quite efficient and not so taxing on your computer, at least not my MacBook here. Because if we go back to our timeline and play this, I'm getting 25 frames per second here. So it's no problem playing this back. I've already prepared a solid color below the clip that we are working on, so that we can quickly see if we have any problems with the edges. And here I can go, you know, full screen like this and play it back in real time, 25 frames per second. And you can see that we have no problem. It looks pretty good. no noise whatsoever. But if we were to be really picky here and zoom in really far in, we can experience a little bit of that noise, that flickering here. But honestly, it looks pretty good. But if you were to have any problems with the edges here, here's a tip. If you want to clean up the edges a little bit, and you probably think that it would be a good idea to add a noise reduction here inside of Fusion. But I have experienced that this is really taxing on the performance. So if we have added this and go back to the timeline here, you will see that we are crawling at a 7.3 frames per second, and that's not good. That is not good. So the workaround here is to not add the noise reduction here in the Fusion page, but instead go into your compound clip like this, open in timeline, and go into your grade. And here in your grade, let's add a noise reduction node like this. Let's just do 1 frame, faster algorithm, and just add a little bit of luma and chroma values here. And then we can go back into our main timeline. And now you can see that we can play back this again with 25 frames per second. No problem at all. And if we go down here, we can probably see that our edges here is much more cleaner. It's a little bit more relaxed, not so, you know, noisy, all of that crawling noise on the edges. So that's a pro tip if you want to really make use of your computer's performance. I'm guessing why this is happening is because Fusion is not as optimized for our computers or my MacBook compared to the timeline or color page tools. Maybe they will fix noise reduction inside of Fusion in upcoming updates. Let's hope so. Okay, that is how you make a nice clean key in the Delta keyer inside of DaVinci Resolve Fusion. And if you got any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will see you in the next one. Bye!